Good morning, my dear students. Welcome you all back to our social class. We are dealing with the chapter that is poverty as a challenge. I hope you all will be remembering the points that we were been discussing in the previous class before the half yearly examination, right? Yes. So today we are going to see about the causes of poverty, and we are going to see the measures that are being taken by the Indian government in order to uplift or bring a change in the poverty condition of India. Okay, so come, let us see. So previously we saw about poverty line and how the poverty line has been measured. Yes, do you all remember? We also saw about the comparison among the selected countries. We saw few causes of poverty, that is low level of economical development under the British colonial administration, and we also saw the failure of both front, that is promotion of economy and population, which is being considered as the biggest failure in our nation in order to promote good welfare schemes for the common people. Yes. So we have seen in the previous class that we had so many causes for poverty, that is the irregular small income. If you see these vendors, they will not have proper income. Similarly, the people who are beggars will not have the proper income, and the people who are at the street side will not have proper income. Similarly, the women who's not engaged in the regular work will not have the proper income. So this is an reason where you can find the people come under the poverty line. Then huge inequality, you can find we have a huge inequality that is prevailing in our nation. Like few peoples are really rich and few are really poor. They are not even able to afford a single time meal. It's not single day, single time meal. So you will be finding a big difference that is existing between the income which is being there in them. Okay, so as their income is unequal because of few reasons like educated and uneducated, so that you can find a huge inequality which prevails in the income. Then social cultural factors that we have, like many socio-cultural factors are there in our nation which is not promoting us to have a good social condition among the peoples, and also not having an good environment to develop all kind of activities over there. And also the economical factors, where the economical factors like few are being given the space to do their own self activities, few are not being given because of their backward condition. Okay, that is also is there. Then we have seen all these things in the previous class. Now we are getting into the anti-poverty measures. What is this anti-poverty measures means? To remove poverty. What are the measures that are being taken? It is called as anti-poverty measures by the Indian government. So if you see, Indian government has currently taken so many strategies to improve the poverty condition of the peoples, like by two plans. That is, if you see, promotion of economical growth, and another one is targeting the anti poverty measures. So these two, what is it we are going to see today? So if you see, government first tries to promote economical growth among the people. How the economical growth can happen? Only when they are being provided with employment opportunity where they can earn, right? So how they will provide employment opportunity? How they'll provide it is a big question mark. So how? Again, you can find it is targeting few programs for the people who are really under the poverty condition. So for them they are having an programs, so both are being interlinked with each other. Okay, so how it is interlinked, come we'll see. So you can see this is a commonly known program which is even functioning, which you can even see in your nearby localities. It is the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. It is known as shortly NREGA. Okay, this is, we call it as 100 days of employment. Okay, in Tamil we'll say it as Noor Naal Velai. That is the plan of this. So National Rural Employment Guarantee Act is aiming to provide the livelihood security to the rural people. It is concentrating on the rural areas by providing an at least 100 days wage. Okay, so 100 days wage is being provided in the financial year to every households whose adult members volunteers to do the unskilled manual work. So here you can find the people belonging to SC, and STs are being more concentrated, where they were being given importance in the village areas for the employment, as it is done very closer to the locality where they are living, so it is easy for them to go and come. So that is the main reason you can find the employment is generated in these areas. So you can see a small advertisement which is present here, that is right to work. You have the right to work, so every citizen has the right to work. So under this 100 days employment, so in a year, for each family, a person can register himself and he can come for the work, and within the working place will be within 5 kilometers of their residence. Okay, and within 15 days from the applications on the local developmental project, they will get their jobs. Okay, so this is the actual plan. So they go for the wage works like the cleaning areas of the nearby areas, or the cleaning the water bodies, like river might be flowing in this area, so those turvar panigal will say, those kind of works will be done by them. Okay, so that is coming under the NREGA. So this provides employment opportunity for all the people who are there in the rural areas to earn at least meager amount. So what is the payment that is being given? So they will be getting 270 or 250. That will be the payment which they will be getting every day. Okay, so this is one scheme which is implemented by Indian government in order to improve the rural areas, in order to improve the people who are very poorer, that is poverty people in the rural areas. Okay, so this is one plan. So next thing you can see, National Food for Work program. Okay, that is shortly called as NFWP, which was launched, and this was launched to provide like food. National Food for the Workers program was launched by the Ministry of Rural Development, okay, and the central government on 14th November 2004, in which you can find 150 of most of the backward districts of India with an objective of generating supplementary wage employment. Okay, the program is open to all. They did not say it has been for one particular people alone. Open to all the rural poor people who are preparing to do manual and unskilled work. So same like in our EGA, this is also a program which has been developed for the food purposes. Okay, and this was launched by the Ministry of Rural Development and the central government. So this is the second scheme which you can see was being planned, was being developed for the improvement in the poorer people's condition. Okay, so the next thing, if you see, Prime Minister Rajghar Yojana. So it is Prime Minister Rajghar Yojana. In another scheme in which it has been started, that it has been started in the year of 1993. Its intention is to provide employment to over 1,000 or over a million people. Okay, starting even 7 lakh micro vendors. Vendors means small sellers who are becoming jobless, no? Jobless educated youths will be there. For them, they are providing the self-employment. Okay, this is an self-employment, self-funding which is being given by the central government in order to improve the condition of the poorer who are being really in need of funds or schemes like self-employment schemes through the commerce, service and business means. So this is the second thing which you can see which has been developed by them. And if you see, third thing, so the next thing is fourth thing, Rural Employment Generation Program, REGP. Okay, so this is particularly started for the business peoples, industrialists, small industrialists will be there, no? Like not the very big investors like businessmen like Tata Birlas. It is not like that. It is for the rural area people to generate employment in that areas. Okay, to develop entrepreneur skill. Entrepreneur skill means self selling products, like you can find entrepreneur means businessmen and women's. Okay, so attitude among them women to employ the youths to achieve their goals of rural industrialization. So there they are making the adults, youth people to join in the industries who can work in an effective manner and produce more number of yield also. So for that purpose, then they also had to facilitate, or they are supposed to give fund or financial support to the people who are starting self-employment scheme, right? Who are becoming an entrepreneur. So the financial institution for the higher credit flows to the rural area. So they are giving more amount of fund or more amount of loan to the rural areas comparing to the urban area. So this is another scheme which is providing them the employment opportunity, developing more number of entrepreneurs, businessmen and women in order to improve the economical condition of an individual as well as the nation. Okay, my dear students. So next thing, if you see, Swarnayati Gram Swarogar Yojana. Okay, so it is also based on the self-employment. Okay, in the village areas, particularly for the women who are being self-help groups. So self-help group is women who start saving money in their nearby areas of localities, like saving from rupees 125 to 100. So when they do those things routinely, continuously, can find they will be considered as an self-help group and will be registered in the panchayat. So when they are getting registered in the panchayat, they became an eligible group to get loan from the banks. Okay, so when they are getting loans, they can start with the craft work like garbati industries, candle industries, pickle industries. Like that, a small activity can be started by them. So activities will be clustered in those areas which will established based on the aptitude and skill of the people. Okay, and which will even nourish their maximum potential. That means which can bring out the potential of those peoples, and they also will get fund from the NGOs, non-governmental organization, banks and financial institutions are being ready to provide them funds in order to encourage the women employment. Okay, so here you can find they are doing the stitching works, right? So similar to that, you can find they will start indulging themselves in many activities like sewing, making small potteries, making craft works. They may even make other different products. So for that purpose, the self-help group will be highly essential. So this is the another scheme which has been launched in order to improve the condition of the poor people. Then Pradhan Mantri Gramod Yojana was launched in the year of 2000. So this has been launched in the union territories, in states and union territories, in order to achieve the sustainable development of the people. So sustainable development means development should take place without damaging the environment, and the development should not compromise the future generations need. So it has to take development also, and it should fulfill the needs of the common peoples also. So you can find they have started constructing these roads. It's known as sadak. In Hindi they will call it as sadak. So here they are planning to construct the roads, highly important areas, like from village areas to the main area they have been connecting. And this PMG is initially had 5 components in it. That is, it has to develop the primary health centers. That means the hospitals in the villages to be concentrated and developed and started for the kids from the birth to the 6 or 7 years. Primary health care, or for the common peoples, if they come with some kind of small illness, to take care of them, the primary health center should be made ready. And primary education, every village will have an education center from the first standard to the 5th standard. Above that they can go anywhere and study, but primary health center has been established through this yojana only. Then rural shelters, they provided the rural shelters. They constructed houses and it was being given for the peoples who are very poor. Okay, so that is also done. Then rural drinking water and nutrition was also taken care. Proper water facilities provided or not has been taken care. Nutrition has been fulfilled. That is how you will get in the rations all dals, rice, other products which are all needed for the nutritional way of living. It has been provided in the ration shops, which will give nutrition for the poor people also. So this is the another scheme which has been implemented for the upliftment of the poverty people in the rural areas. Okay, then Adiyoj Anna Yojana. Okay, it is an yojana which is implemented in India to 10 millions of poor peoples, poor farmers. Okay, it is on to look about the poorer of the poorest. Okay, to concentrate on the poorer of the poorest, and it has provided 35 kgs of rice and wheat for rupees just 3 and 2 per kgs. So it is Anna Yojana actually. They are providing food facilities for them to get nourished, to get good health, to eat sufficient food, because food, shelter and clothing are the major important needs of the people, right? So previously they started giving the shelter, now they are providing food for them. Okay, so this is also another important scheme which is being launched in India in order to improve the condition of the poorer people and eradicate poverty. So these are the measures which are being taken by our own government in order to eradicate poverty, and these are known as anti-poverty measures. Yes, my dear students, I hope you would have understood these schemes which have been implemented by our Indian government in order to improve the condition of the poverty peoples. So next we'll see the challenges which are being faced by the poverty peoples in the next chapter. Okay, my dear students, go ahead and also read the book what is being given in your book and write the anti-poverty measures as homework with minimum 2 points of each scheme and send it. Thank you, my dear students.